Hi. So, listen, right from the rip, I'm high. I just chopped a tree down by myself with a chainsaw with a fucked up leg. It was like, it was the top part of the tree, not like, it wasn't a little thing. Anyway, I was thinking, what if roaches were created by the fucking government? Because, like, the modern day roach and shit, because they say how they could survive a fucking nuclear blast and shit, and they've been around forever. Oh, I'm eating a crustless cauliflower pizza bowl. Like, what? Anyway, um, because there's some dirty motherfuckers, like, out in the cut, and roaches aren't a thing, Like, where I came from, they didn't make roaches, I didn't have them until I got my first apartment in the city, and they're like the blast matter. But why aren't they infesting out in the wilderness and getting in dirty people's homes and being there? Is all I'm saying. I wouldn't put it past the government. I mean, oh, whips. Anyway, they 100% created Lyme disease. 100%. Lyme, Connecticut is right off the island. Plum Island is right off the fucking Lyme, Connecticut is the coast off of it. It was called Lyme disease because there was a company picnic going on in Lyme, Connecticut, and all the people got Lymes. Anyway, the Tuskegee experiments, the fucking when they would get those people with acid until they stopped doing it because they realized people would be more likely to be a lot cooler the rest of their life, even if they only do acid one time. Like, one time you do acid, you can go from being 150% a dickhead to about 80 in one acid hit. That's pretty good. If we're on, I don't know what scale that is. But anyway, what else does the government do? AIDS, most definitely. I mean, they're fucking nuts. All these taxes and shit. You want to now they want to add this carbon tax and shit. They've been wanting to do that, and they want to make us neutralize our carbon footprint. But like, motherfucker, we have no choice because anytime that there's been a different and alternative source of energy that has been created, and it's been since what, like the 20s, 30s, that it's been documented at least that the engine that runs on water was created, and then like way before that, even the engine that runs on magnets, they all crashed the stock market in 1929 and then bought the stocks at pennies on the fucking dollar, and then look where we are today. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to live the rest of my life without paying taxes. That's my goal, because fuck these motherfuckers, dude. It's a whole scam. You got us out here paying property tax. For why? For what? That's rent to the government. But then at the same time, you'll send your fucking thug goons to come knock on our door, no-knock raids, do whatever the fuck they want. They illegally searched my house, Emeryville State Police. Pussy-ass motherfuckers. Didn't try to charge me with shit. But then waited a year and a half and hit me with possession. My boy, what the fuck are you talking about? I have you on camera. It's on YouTube. Trooper McLaughlin, Emeryville State Police, Pennsylvania. Yo, I can't wait to go in front of this judge, dude. This motherfucker, not only did he... So my ex, we were together at the time. He was across the street at the pizza place. And he told them, can you call an ambulance, not the cops? Because he had pepper spray in his eyes. He started screaming and acting crazy, and I don't tolerate that shit. Like, you're in my house. I fucking pay for everything. You're not going to scream in my face, motherfucker. But he gets... So they call the cops and not an ambulance. The cops go over there. Mind you, this is my property. It's private property. Not property. They can't just then decide they're going to just walk up in the crib, knock, nothing. What? Not only was it the state police, it was EMTs. It was 2 state cops and 3 EMTs. And It's on my other YouTube channel. I will upload it to this one as soon as I upload this. Fucking tear my whole house apart. And then I'm like, yo, you cannot be in here. Get the fuck out. Like, what are you doing, you fucking weirdo? You're nuts. And I have, see the scar on my neck? I had just gotten surgery. I got surgery on my neck. And he was like, we think he did that and we're in here looking for the weapon. I pepper sprayed him for screaming in my face. But you think I let him pick me up and carry me around like a fucking hawk? So then they tried to press charges on my behalf. You can't do that. Even when they said that I pepper sprayed him, I was like, yeah, it was an accident. I thought it was a burglar. Like, fuck you. Get out of my face. I can handle my own shit. I don't need you. And Lewis ended up going to jail because he had a warrant. So he sat in Chester County. I paid his bail, and then he still waits for his Chester County court date for that shit, right? I go to the first one. Cop doesn't show up. I'm not fucking going and doing this shit for these assholes every time. So, but they can't press charges on my behalf. But the first time I went, I talked to the ADA, and I told her, I was like, listen, I did not call the cops. When the cops came to my door, I told them nothing happened. The Commonwealth can pick up charges, but if I'm the one that called the cops in the fucking first place. I have my paperwork from Penn Medicine in Philadelphia saying I had just had fucking surgery, and then all that shit gets dropped with Lewis. Like, I paid his bail, he bailed out, went to a different county, whatever, but it's all dropped. But then he waits all this time and charges me with possession. I show up at the first court hearing, and he was like, he looked stunned as shit. He's like, Miss Collins, you're here? Fucking clearly. And then he, like, in front of the judge, once we're in the courtroom, out of left field, that's all he said to me when I saw him out in the fucking lobby. But I said to him, I was like, yeah, what, you thought you were going to sneak me with that charge, you weirdo? Like, you're fucking weird. And I was like, no, wait till we go in front of the judge. Because I'm thinking I'm going there, Mike's dropping this shit, showing this video. No, the judge wouldn't even look at it. I have to show it at the Court of Common Pleas. But then I got a bail. I've never had a possession charge in my life. I mean, I have a felony. Well, 2, but I only got the 1 because it was contraband, but I would have never got that charge if I wasn't in jail in the first place. So, but I've never had a possession charge. And he says in front of the judge, he's like, Miss Collins, when's the last time you used? I was like, bro, I've been sober almost a fucking year. I smoke pot all the time, but if you're asking me if I smoke pot before court that I'm trying to nail you to the wall for at 9 o'clock in the morning, no. Fucking dick. But he asked me, I'm on drugs, and he says, oh, Miss Collins, you're here? Oh, shit. Fuck. Yeah, I am. Damn, thanks. Weird motherfucker. I started talking about roaches. I ended up talking about this cop. Oh, that's not the end of the story. Okay, so I missed the Court of Common Pleas first hearing, but I was in the hospital. Like, I've been seriously sick. I had to get a blood transfusion and shit. But I called bail. They're totally fine with it. They understand. I was like, I'm going to turn myself in the beginning of August. My uncle just bought me a new truck. Because I'm not going to pay $80 to go turn myself the fuck in one way. $80 for Uber for them to fucking put shackles on me and wait to go in front of a judge. I would have got released the same day, which that's why I was going to do it. But I'm not going to pay $80 each way to do that. So, but they were cool with it. My PO knew where I was. Everything was fine. I talked to her the morning this event happened. So, this is 2 weeks ago now. I get a knock on my door. I just cut my hair. I'm in the shower. I get out of the shower. As I'm drying off, I hear the doorbell. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And I go, like, to look at the camera. And then before I even get to it, boom, 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 say please. I open the door. These cops ended up being cool, but they insisted they had to fucking come in while I got dressed. And I'm like, really? Like, I saw you on the camera, and there's a fucking window in my kitchen. I knew exactly who it was before I opened the door. And I still opened the fucking door. Mind you, I have a major wound on my leg. That's why I have been in the hospital so much. I have a major wound on my leg. And These are the state police. The same barracks as Trooper McLaughlin. So my PO's not looking for me. Bail's not looking for me. State cops don't come pick you up on fucking bench warrants. That's sheriff's like one of their main jobs. And but he sends his two coworkers. They come here and they're like, "Yo, dude, this is fucked up. You told us we were just taking her to the courthouse. You want us to take her to the jail." They refused to take me and told him if he wanted me in the jail so bad, he had to come take me himself. We pulled over on the side of 322, and Trooper McLaughlin met us. He grabs my cuffs. Like, these cops were chill as shit the whole time. He grabs my cuffs. Like, they're like, "Yeah, this is weird. This is weird. It makes no sense." And then he grabs my cuffs, and as he's walking up to me, he's like, "Megan, when's the last time you spoke to your parole officer?" I was like, "This morning?" He's like, "Yeah, right." And I'm like, "Look at my phone. You don't even have password pressed against my thumb. Look at my phone. It's the last fucking person I texted before I got in the shower because I was responding to her email. But I talked to her 2 days before. Like, she knows the whole situation. She's really nice. She's cool." And then I was like, "Look at my phone." He's like, "I don't care." I'm like, "Then shut the fuck up and don't say shit you don't know about. Like, you don't make any sense." And like, the cops already gave up the get that this motherfucker pretty much told them, "Hey, come pick her up." I don't know what he convinced him the reason was, but then when they saw why the actual reason was, they didn't. Picks me up on the side of the fucking road and tightens my fucking cuffs. What? Then I get in the back of his car and he plays Static at full blast the whole time. Full fucking blast. And dude, he's a fucking psycho. I asked if I could speak to his supervisor several times, and he wouldn't let me. I ended up sitting in jail for 3 fucking days. But bail hearings are Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you get there before 11:30, if they were going to release you, they release you that day. I got the cops at my door around 9 o'clock in the morning. No, he took me to the fucking jail. I was at the jail before 11 o'clock in the fucking morning. I could have been at that goddamn courthouse and released the same day. I just sit and wait until Wednesday. As soon as I get there, and there was a storm. All the power was out. All of Chester County's network was down. So their phones, their internet, all their shit was down, dude. They were fucking running around like chickens with their head because they had cut off. They had no idea how to function. I mean, they already don't. Take their computers and their shit away. All they had was their walkie-talkies. So, I was the only person that they released ROR, and apparently the DA was being a fucking dick all day because there was only a couple of us they took to the courthouse. My court was supposed to be at 1 o'clock. They didn't come pick us up at the courthouse or at the jail until 2:30. Oh, excuse me. And I get released from there. Their phones and shit aren't working. I can't call anyone. My phone is at the jail. Some nice guy paid for me for an Uber to get back there. And I was like, "What's your Cash App? I'll send it right back to you as soon as I get there." He didn't want it. He refused. Super nice guy. Just really nice people. I was scared because Westchester's bougie as shit. I want to ask someone if I could use their phone. And I wore my Dare shirt when they came to arrest me because I didn't know they were coming, but I'm like, fuck you. So I went in front of the judge and shit in a Dare t-shirt. So, mind you, like, I just was in the hospital, but I had to sit in jail for 3 days, and the fucking PA there kept me in medical the whole time because of the wound on my leg. I was just there around Christmas. My wound was worse then. I was on the block. What the fuck are you gonna do? See through my pants? Like, I have to come down and they change it for me every day. Usually I would do it myself because they don't know what they're doing. They just give me supplies. But she made me sit down there because I like cursed the fuck out. I'm like, "You're not going to give me any of my medication?" Like, I'm prescribed like 12 medications, health sustaining ones right now. Not psych meds and shit, like health sustaining medications. And I consider Ambien and Vyvanse and shit health sustaining. But I ended up getting MRSA and was just in the hospital again. And now I'm almost on the fucking antibiotics to get rid of it. But that's fucked up, dude. This cop did all this extra shit. This is crazy. This is not America, dude. Well, it's 100% America. It's 100% America. It's fucking bullshit. There shouldn't be police departments. There should be police companies, and we get to choose who we call in an emergency. They just can't show the fuck up. I mean, unless it's an actual problem. But even then, so if we got to choose, like we get to choose cell phone companies, we wouldn't be stuck with these motherfuckers. You know, think about an electrician just randomly being able to come knock at your fucking door to make sure your shit is up to code. Like these cops and shit do. Oh, wrong house. I thought you had a fucking electrical leak. That's what their service is supposed to be like. Man, fuck these motherfuckers. Shit's crazy. And when I was in the hospital in April, I get out of the hospital, which thank God it was that eclipse. So I'm thinking it's going to be some crazy shit. They wouldn't even let me look out the window, even though I wouldn't have been able to see it from there anyway at the hospital. So like, fuck this, man. This is going to be crazy. Which, by the way, it was dumb as shit. The clouds blocked it. But thank God I did, because someone broke in my fucking house. I know exactly who. Some scallywag I met in jail and was trying to help her out. She had some piece of shit meth head Billy here. He broke like $1,200 worth of fucking vacuums. 2 vacuums. Like destroyed them, annihilated them, like smashed them. Why? The fuck? Weirdos. Because you don't have nothing. If you don't have nothing, you don't care. If you don't, you know. That's what I've noticed. But it's not, I mean, people are grateful when you give them shit, but not everyone. Definitely not everyone. I forget what else I was saying about the cop. I gotta eat this cauliflower shit.